So, 7% over Reaver, fine. So we're in Midway, and we can AP bomb the Des Moines. Maybe the Minotaur. No destroyers, though. That's interesting. Listening to, for example, Flammo and Izo, I mean, that's useful. I think Flammo and Izo are very good at casting what you see is happening. And they can break down a lot of... how should I put this? The difference between a good caster and a great caster is that a good caster... Oh, okay. I'm not getting murdered today. A good caster basically says what he's seeing and then can somewhat uses generalities and can explain what's happening. Whereas a great caster, B to C, oh shit, oh fine, whatever. If you want to do that, can... Oh, holy crap! That's a surprise. Hello. Can
Ice cream?
I've already had ice cream today. You should just put it in the fridge because I went riding. Can predict stuff, be predictive, can read the situation and tell you, oh, this is what's happening. He's going to do X, Y, Z, or they're going to do like this. And never mind, just that was a surprise. I thought I heard something. You're giving up A. I honestly actually expect to lose this game. I'm not going to type and give people instructions. The real answer is go send one cruiser to B and then send everybody else to A. But we're not doing that, so... Oh, crap, back off. Wow! Really? None of them went A? None of them? Well, if he wants to follow me, sure. I got the feeling this Minotaur's trolling me pretty hard here. Exact same AP bombs, and this time I Citadel him. He'll probably just regenerate all that health instantly. Oh, we even torqued him. Well, look at that. Is that bad? Oh, he's HE. But I have no idea what the CV's up to. He's pretty terrible. I read that Fem is basically a community manager So she's not a dev. She's basically like Conway or Chrysantos. They interact with the communities, they interact with CCs. So she's not there in a dev role. She might play, you know, behind the scenes or internal dev testing or stuff like that. And she'll have access to information soon. But I don't think she's in the giving advice game role. So. Anyway, point is, I've given Wargaming tons of info. Like, I've given them breakdown on the Zeppelin, I gave them breakdown of the Kaga, the Enterprise, how it was. I've given breakdowns on the Japanese CVs and the American CVs. I've given breakdowns on how you would balance the American ones against the Japanese under the current game system. I've also given them alternative ways to make carriers more fun, entertaining, engaging. And I don't just mean, oh, you should do this or you should do that. No, I mean detailed, broken down, or here's the right stats and this is how I do about this, and these are the kind of speeds I'd be aiming for, or this is the type of damage, or maybe you should try this number of waves or this number of planes, all that type of stuff. And then I've given it to them, and they found it very interesting, and they read it, and then, you know, I get some mentions on Facebook and other type of stuff, or I get mentioned in a YouTube video, or you know that type of stuff, or they make me community contributor, which I have no qualms about. That's great. But at the end of the day, has an impact on where carriers are going? I don't know. I don't think so. I think they looked at my usual third-person gameplay and went, "Ooh, we want that. That's good." And I'm like, that's only really going to work if it's very similar to War Arena, right? So. But at the end of the day, this isn't my game. This is Wargaming's game. I don't think planes are gonna live long, so I need to. Oh, we're going well so far. My theory is that Wargaming just wants suggestions or help because it paints them in a light that's not really flying. Maybe, kind of. I don't think they're against asking for help. I mean, I'm in their CC Discord, and you know they ask for feedback and advice, and they take it quite well. But where they want carriers to be is probably a lot more people playing it and being invested in the fourth class. So, but again, as I say, it's not my game; it's their game. So I can only give suggestions, but then also on the top of the day, I'm not getting paid for this. This is like me doing it for free, and it reaches a point where you're like, you know what? I'm just not gonna give you any extra advice. Wargaming's doing a huge financial investment risk in redoing the carrier, which is involving development time, so it's costing them money, and there isn't a guaranteed return on investment because there's no guarantee that more people will play carrier, and that those people that play carrier will then spend more and more money in the game to recuperate their development costs, and you run the risk of pissing off the existing carrier player base, right? So I might just leave and stop spending money on the game. So yeah, there's a bunch of risks involved, but this action gameplay, I don't know, man. I'll wait and see. I'll wait and see, and then I'll give it its feedback in due course when I get my hands on it. I'm told that apparently when they watched my usual from an unnamed third source, and I don't even know if this is true or whatnot, that they watched my usual third person game, that fun game we did before April, right? You know, in March, where we basically control the planes in third person and then we played around with that. That apparently was an option. They're like, oh, we like the looks of that. That's not the way they're going, but I heard that's like an option that they were considering. Oh shit, got me on planes. Oh sh! The fucking Midway's there? Ah, I need to reload this. Oh, that solves that problem. That's too far. I should be much closer, but no, well, never mind. I'm up to 4 kills in this ranked battle. How is this even possible? This is a fun game. This is silly. Their enemy CV is just so terrible. And that's that. Well, they're talking about skill gap, but how do you make a game mode fun and engaging, where you can be skilled, but you don't just destroy like the gap between who's really good and who's really bad. I mean, his control is terrible, and then apparently the way they're going about it is controlling one plane wave. That's what I heard. I mean, something about controlling a plane wave, like one wave at a time or something. I don't know. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But this is all prototype. It's subject to development. That's the thing. So it's not even entered full production. So talking about it and speculating about it doesn't do anything. But if you can only control one plane wave at a time, what on earth is that plane wave going to do? How do you intercept? How do you protect? How do you escort? How do you spot, if you even want to spot anymore? Or how do you bomb? And how much damage you do in your bomb? Is it all or nothing? Is it a massive alpha strike? I don't know, man. There's a lot of questions when it comes to this Fara rework that needs to be answered. Anyway, give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to go talk to the girlfriend and then we'll see what's happening, alright?